Hello everyone, my greetings to one and all. I am Poonam Vohra from Microeconomics Learning Center. From now onwards, discussion will be on producer's equilibrium. Every producer would like to maximize his profit and has to decide that level of output where profits gets maximized. So he is considered to be in equilibrium. The equilibrium level of output is that level of output from where the producer would not like to deviate. Any producer can earn profit under two situations. One, when more is sold at the same price, and two, when more is sold at lower price. Here the discussion is focused on more is sold by the producer at the same price to attain equilibrium. For that, let us begin to understand first the concept of marginal revenue, marginal cost approach to attain equilibrium. So let us begin. To find maximum level of profit, the firm has to find cost incurred on production and revenues earned by selling. Profit is maximum when the difference between total revenue and total cost is maximum. In order to decide whether an additional unit of output should be produced or not, marginal cost and hence marginal revenue is estimated. Since fixed cost does not change, the firm emphasizes on variable cost. So the gross profit is total revenue minus total variable cost, where total revenue is the summation of marginal revenue and total variable cost is the summation of marginal cost, or where marginal revenue equates marginal cost. Another condition that must be satisfied is that after the point of equality, marginal cost should be non-decreasing. Let us understand these aspects. Let us understand the producer's equilibrium with the help of a numerical example and rationale behind the equilibrium. For that, information is about units produced and sold by the producer, marginal revenue earned, marginal cost, and rest can be found. It has been assumed that price of the good is Rs 14 per unit, which remains same. If price remains same, it implies that average revenue, which is also termed as price, and marginal revenue will also be same. Units produced and sold vary from 1 till 11 units. Marginal revenue is same, which is 14 at each level of output produced and sold. Marginal cost varies from 17 when 1 unit is produced and sold, 14 with 2 units, 12 with 3 units, 11 at 4 units, 10 at 5 units, 9 at 6 units, 10 at 7 units, 11 at 8 units, 13 at 9 units, 14 at 10 units, and 35 at 11 units. So producer's equilibrium can be found by considering the equilibrium conditions. First condition is that marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue. Second condition is that marginal cost must be non-decreasing beyond this point of equilibrium. So one can identify that when 2 units of a good is produced and sold, marginal revenue equates marginal cost. And when 10 units are produced and sold, even then marginal revenue equates marginal cost. But out of the two, it is the 10th unit which satisfies the second condition also. Because after second unit, marginal cost falls from 14 to 12, whereas after 10th unit, marginal cost is non-decreasing. It is 35. So the producer is in equilibrium when 10 units of the good are produced and sold. But one has to justify that this is the equilibrium condition. For that, one needs to find out the profit maximizing level, and it can be estimated when one finds the difference between total revenue and total variable cost, where total revenue is the summation of marginal revenue and total variable cost is the summation of marginal cost. So one finds summation of marginal revenue and summation of marginal cost in order to find the profit maximization level. The summation of marginal revenue can be estimated by adding rupees 14 at each level of output sold. The maximum marginal revenue earned is when 11 units are sold in the market. Similarly, summation of marginal cost is found by adding additional cost incurred on each additional level of output. Say for the first level 17 is added, for the second level 14 is added, for the third level of output 12 is added, and so on. By doing so, one finds that the maximum marginal cost is when 11 units are produced, and then it is possible to find the profit maximization level. After finding the difference between summation of marginal revenue and summation of marginal cost, one finds that till 3 units of output, summation of marginal revenue is less than the summation of marginal cost. It is only from the 4th unit that profit is earned, which is equivalent to 2. Thereafter, profit gets increasing, and one finds that maximum profit earned is when 10 units are produced and sold in the market, because at this level summation of marginal revenue is more than the summation of marginal cost and the value one gets is the highest. Thereafter, the producer incurs loss despite having earned maximum marginal revenue and incurring maximum marginal cost. So this justifies that not at 2 units of output but at 10 units of output produced and sold, the producer is in equilibrium. I hope you have understood the concept of marginal cost, marginal revenue approach, and also its explanation through a numerical example. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session would focus on the diagrammatic presentation and explanation of marginal revenue, marginal cost approach. Till then, keep learning and keep practicing.